Think about time being in there. I mean, you ain't gotta pay no price to buy no corners. Since when do we buy corners? We take corners. Man, you won't buy one way or another. Whether it's if the bodies we done lost or you're gonna lose. Time in the joint is behind us or ahead of us. I mean, you gonna get some shit in this game, but ain't shit for free. I mean, how many corners do they need? How much money can a nigga make? More than a nigga can spend. And then we ain't gonna be around to spend what we done made already. Shit, I didn't think I could be around this long. Yeah. Well, we here. Yeah.
I know a nigga murked his own man cause he was fucking on his bitch. He got booked, now she's sick. She out here sucking all these. Told my young boy to chill cause he was hitting all these licks. Now he resisted, now we 6 feet. He was thinking with his dick. Better hearken, youngin' man. I'm dropping gems, they call me old school. Gon' fed on the gram and who you shot and who you gon' shoot. 600-page indictment, nigga, what you gon' do? Up top with them lifers, you don't fight, all you do is shoot. I know them crackers mad as hell because they wanna see us dead. Plotting all the miles, holding counsel just to stay ahead. This one was, this forever. We gon' paint them nations red. If you not under this banner, then you all do's mad. Man, I'm from the trenches, they ain't know it, show us love. All we know is extensions in the way you throw a slug. We done made a move on you and we don't care who it was. On the gram, I saw my youngest send a nigga up above. You would've thought me and the squad was fatigued, how we run shit. Better yet, that saw block. Better yet, that saw strip. My general said if it's not one West, then it's not legit. Fuck every cracker, go to their grave and go and take the piss. Mama, I'm the Israelite, I'm pulling strings like Santana. Gotta keep the blitz because in that mix it get bananas. I adapted to it. Right before the skis and went bandanas. I'm the big bad wolf, come down your chimney like I'm Santa. Pussy niggas said that they was gon' slide, but they ain't do shit. Got a couple hammers in the ride, don't make me bang shit. Got a couple crackers on my mind, I'm trying hang shit. Yeah, I'm in the field, I'm still pissed about the slave ships. Then y'all got some big shit to make a rain flip. This pump turn you to an echo back with these backflips. Mom said 12s at you questions, but not say shit. Mom said don't neighbors at you questions, but not say shit. I'm true to this, ask your old head, I ain't new to this, I'm too legit. If one West world and we running this, I'm gunning it. Advise every cracker to be intelligent, irrelevant. For all them fake cancer, we ain't marching with. This clip that I got like holy water, I'm trying to throw it on you. You pledge your allegiance to them snakes, they turn for you on you. Pillhead / crash dumps, I keep it real with you. You told me you don't trust none of them niggas, and that's a real issue. I don't give a fuck, you wantin' beef for what you all did. That before they signed the same words that Paul said. Clip full of racist motherfuckers, it got bald heads. This shit that I got dumping in your ears like some skull heads. Why you trying to claim the same right that your man's dead? Y'all was sign lacking main reasons why your God's dead. Always gotta keep one in the head before I go to bed. Fuck a DJ Khaled, this one West, this what God did, nigga.
One West, bro. Nah, we coming, nigga. Not tripping. Tighten the fuck up, you heard?
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I fed. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up some solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank through there, I got rigor soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They say you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspiring. yeah, back and seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rape for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. UPK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that Ecoline van to a damn tank. I got choppers stashed in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gonna show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rape for real.
I'm in the bushes, just watching this family. I got extensions, sit up, make granny start dancing. Yeah, we know what you did, and I'm coming, I'm loaded. And I know you don't know it, I just posted up, scope it. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet, yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet, and the motherfucker quiet. They know shit like I'ma shoot. 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 Yeah, got me dance. Yeah, you get the picture. Yeah, I see you smiling. There's a shooter outside and he quiet, little nigga. All that cap rap might have to find me a nigga. All these niggas watching movie, they start jocking the image. I can't even buy it, little nigga. I know this pump it up, flip them, we get the drop on them cops in Alabama. I get the order and she pull up on the Klansman. They talking about they catch a nigga, they gon' hang him. Catch them while they hanging. One by one we take them. I know this bitch, that bitch told she keep a secret. No, but I can't trust her. What's the point, bitch, in my business? We moving silence. No rank, little boy, keep silent. This Mac come with a silence. It's a true moment of silence, little bitch. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet and the motherfucker quiet. They know shit like I'ma shoot. 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 Yeah, got me dance. Yeah, you get the picture. Yeah, I see you smiling. Cause it won't fit. Christ return, it's gonna be some killings all in these streets. Mister dipped in blood, no he ain't condescend peace. It's gonna get way too ugly for the land and free. Ask yourself why little boy, and I'm sure that you see. I don't believe in make believe. Greek mythology is way too cheap. I don't celebrate my birthday cause this shit bigger than me. Call me what you wanna call. I'ma prove it with the tongue. If these boys ever catch me, I'm going out like 7 songs. Stick my tongue out, put my hands on like cut that bitch off. Before I ever trade on my nation, my word, oh my God. All these Edomites trying to catch me cause they know I'm right. It either be a bitch or my own people that's trying to take my life. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. There's a shooter outside and he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet. Yeah, he quiet and the motherfucker quiet. They know shit like I'ma shoot. 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 Yeah, got me dance. Yeah, you get the picture. Yeah, I see you smiling. Cause a boy victim.
Come on, not like that. The K-Psycho shit, man.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put millions of my people. Yes, you said so. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slump. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember YAHANNA's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. 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 Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey. Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my niggas. Yeah. I'm in yo. Got my nigga Ramon with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General YAHANNA. That for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Look, hey, straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top when we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit I never change, and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown. I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own.
Let's clap it up. Let's clap it up for the Most High. That's what the hell Shah Mashiach, England called Christ. Let's clap it up for Commander General YAHANNA, all the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, the sisters, even the young men. Yes, we back in the building. ISUPK coming out of 1 West Harlem, New York, 125th Street under Commanding General YAHANNA. Right. And since 1969, we've been teaching this truth that so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the true children that the Bible speaks of, per the Bible. I'm your officer, priest and officer of 50 Yashala, filling in for priest and officer of 5,000 Kawak Ball. You know what I'm saying? And we back in the building. That's what I'm saying? That's right. Let's get, you know what I mean? I'm ready to get it started. It's a glorious day, you know what I'm saying? You know, today's topic is, you know, life happens, because life happens. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what goes on, we still got to keep pushing. We still got to keep fighting. That's right. You know, we get plagued with ailments and demons and such, and all we can do is keep pushing and keep fighting. But as long as you steadfast and you stay focused and you focus on the Most High, everything will work itself right on out, because his work is not grievous. Right. You understand? Right. As a matter of fact, being that I brought that up, let me get that precept up the show. His work is not grievous. I think that's 1 John 5:3.
Come for the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
Let's run that from the top. I need them to taste these words.
For the book of 1 John, chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God.
For these law, statutes, and commandments is the love of the Lord. In order for you to receive the Lord's mercy and the Lord's love, you got to not just read the Bible and say, I read the Bible, the Lord knows my heart, and all that stuff that these so-called Christians be saying. You have to do the work of the Father. You have to do the work of the Lord. You understand? And it's nothing crazy. It's nothing grievous. Read.
God, that we keep his commandments.
That we do what?
Keep his commandments.
And we just read and study his commandments.
Keep his commandments.
You got to keep his commandments. You understand? By keeping the Lord's statutes, commandments, you will not face the judgments. And that is the love of the Lord, because love is correction. So if you make a mistake, take the correction, because love is correction. You understand?
Right.
Great.
And his commandments are not grievous.
His commandments is nothing grievous. He's not asking you to do too much. Just do what he tell you. You know, like when your father tell you to go mow the lawn, or go sweep the steps, or go mop the floor, or clean the back. It's nothing grievous, and it's something you're supposed to do. You want to keep your house clean? Help out.
God.
You know what I mean? See you in the chat. All right, shout out to Sister Rachel out there in Pocono. Shalom, Yahweh Shema, Thimba, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, sis. You know what I mean? Yeah, good to see you in the building. I mean, I'm waiting for the rest of my crew to pull up. You know what I mean? But yeah, before I even finish getting into the topic, you know what I'm saying? If you got any questions in the chat, post them in there. If you need a breakdown on the scripture, post it in the chat. You know what I mean? I'll break it down to the best of my ability. If not, I will get right back to you. You understand? I'll give you a minute to put anything in the chat if you need any breakdowns, anything, any questions in the room.
Sir.
No sweat. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, you know, every day life goes on. You know, stuff happens in the world all day, round the clock, nonstop. You know, and a large problem with that is, you know, we want to please our flesh instead of please the Most High. You know, and the reason behind that is that we're lost and we're destroyed. You know, my own Rib, she's very destroyed because it's like we bump heads when it comes to this truth. Right. You know, some days she's receptive, she listens, she asks questions about the truth. She'll ask questions about certain scriptures. I've been teaching the Hebrew, you know, but then there's some days we just bump heads and clash because she, you know, she can't look past her own destruction, and she gotta understand you're not supposed to blame the Most High for what's happened, but what you can do is get back to the Most High so these things won't continue to happen. Right. Because life happens. Things in life is gonna happen. But if you're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, you're not going to be judged. You're not going to face judgment. And a large reason why we bump heads is because she doesn't want to be judged. A lot of us in life don't want to be judged. Oh, don't judge me. You do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's a problem and a misconception that we have as Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. Shout out to my brother Goyala in the building. Okay. Know what I mean? He probably, yeah, my brother out there at the slave. Okay, I already see. Know what I mean? Yeah, how about Shimmy out shop rocket? Duh. Know what I mean? Hold it down out there, my boy. But yeah, you know, every day life happens. You know, we can't control what happens, but we can control what won't happen because you can control yourself. And if you keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you ain't got much to worry about. You know, my thing is this, like, even though life happens, you can care. You can care about stuff or care about people in life when life happens, but at the end of the day, you gotta give less F's. You understand what I'm saying? I'll be mindful of my speech on here, but you gotta care, but learn how to care less. You know, if I'm not mistaken, my brother Kashakawa did a class about that, learning how to care but care less. It's good to love and to care for people and to care about situations, but you have to learn to care less. Like my for example, like my ribs being destroyed, right? I don't care about her destruction. I care about her progression and getting into this truth and learning and living these law, statutes, and commandments so she don't continue to be destroyed. That's what I care about. Right. Her feelings, I care less about. I don't, and there's nothing, and not to sound insensitive to women, but in order to sustain proper mental stability and survival, you have to care less. Like, those your feelings, you fix them. Why do I gotta care about how you feel? If I'm in control of how you feel, stop feeling that way right now. Right now. Just stop. If it's like that. Right. If you're going to give me the power to control your emotions, then I'm going to tell you to sit down, shut your goddamn mouth, and do what I tell you. You don't like the delivery of what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is real and it's the truth. Because when you don't listen, everything falls apart. And then when you do listen, everything works out fine. Now you sit there folding your lip up because you don't want to admit the truth. Right. Just do what I tell you and everything is going to be all right. I'm trying to make life simple for you. Like General Miami say, you know what? I'm going to make life simple for you. Just do what I tell you. Right. That's it. Do what I tell you, and your life is going to work out perfect. And that's what I tell my rib. Do what I tell you, and life is going to be grand for you. That's what the Most High. Exactly. And it's not me. It's the Most High's words. You understand? Right. The Most High said that. Shit. Please. Any questions in the chat? these scriptures, anything, Goyala, want to throw me a curveball or something, bro? You know what I'm saying? You always pull a precept out your head. You know what I mean? Trying to see where we're going to go next. We're going to go next. You got that other one, that Revelations 13:9. Come on. You know, we're going to get into these scriptures, but it's good to wake up being in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Been walking dead, sleepwalking out here in this world for too long. Now it's like they're trying to vamp up the work of Satan. Satan trying to step up his efforts. Now they legalizing marijuana. Now they legalizing crack, cocaine, to where they got legal crack houses and safe smoking kits. So now you can get high in peace. And all they did was just put you in the hamster wheel like a lab rat while you sitting there smoking on that glass rod. You understand? Getting high. They're watching your behavior, studying your behavior, and taking notes while you unalive yourself slowly. Like, if that's not idiocy, then I don't know what it is. If that's not insanity, I don't know what it is. Because the definition of insanity is to continue doing the same damn thing, but expecting a different result.
Right.
It's not going to fly. Let me get that precept, Uncle Shaw.
Khan. From the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
If any man has an ear, let him hear the words of the Lord. Now, we can't control if the Lord allows you to hear it or not, but we can't stop being the priest and prophet that we are and prophesy to the wind. All we can do is just keep prophesying. If the Lord allows you to hear it, you're going to hear it. But if you got an ear, open it and listen.
Right.
Read.
Verse 10.
Okay.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Meaning, the ones that led us into captivity, meaning those hard-headed Negroes that didn't want to listen to the Most High and didn't want to keep the Lord's statutes and commandments, we ended up in captivity. And we're still in captivity till this day.
That's right.
Now we at a point where the oppressor is leading us to continue us into captivity. And when this kingdom is over and Babylon falls, they're going to be the ones in captivity. And I pray you understand. That's when they're going to be our slaves. They're going to be at our foot, at our helm. You understand? That's when we're going to be able to tell them, go bale that cotton.
Right.
Go bale that cotton, cracker. You understand? And I should be able to say that because I ain't say nothing. What? Ritz cracker, saltine cracker, cracker barrel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anything else on that?
Come.
Yeah.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Now, we all know Esau, who we predominantly call the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
They're one of the most cunning creatures that the Most High could think of. And they were gifted with the sword. So guess what that precept means? They were gifted with the sword, and they shall fall by the sword.
Right.
You understand? Those that live by the sword will die by the sword. And those heathens is going to fall on their own sword. But in due time. That's it on that. You got more?
Come.
All right, let's get it.
Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Verse 11. Oh, that's right there. Oh, now this. Yeah, let me get so we can give them context. This is the say that part again.
Come.
It's a lot. Read that end of verse 10.
Come. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints, meaning they're going to do the Lord's work, do the work of the Father, and the Father is going to hear their cries and hear their prayers and hear their calls, and He's going to answer them accordingly, and He will eventually smite thy enemy. That's why they have faith and they have patience, as should we, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We should have that same faith and that same patience and believe and trust in our Father and our King Yahweh Shah Mashiach, who we call Christ, to come down with those 200 million angels and smite thy enemies. Dip the vesture up to the paths of his girdle. You understand? Yeah. That's it on that, or you want to keep going? Or that was it?
That was it, sir.
All right, no sweat. Most high Christ. You know, because like I said, life happens, and you know, a lot of the times you got a choice. We might not always like the choices that we have, but the choices we do have, we got to learn how to utilize them accordingly. You know what I'm saying? If life gives you lemons, make a lemon meringue pie out that mofo. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we can't keep sitting here and sulking about the past and what was and what could have, should have, would have been. And all we could do is focus on what's right here in front of us right now. Okay, you was touched as a kid. What you going to do about it now? Now that you're not a kid anymore, what are you going to do about it? You're gonna be tender, moist, and become a flaming hot Cheeto, or you're gonna step up, be a man or be a woman, face your fears, face your destruction, and get repaired, get fixed. Come into this truth. Come into the ISUPK, getting all black, dressed up, cover your hair, sisters, get in these classes and learn who you are.
Right.
You understand? Learn whose you are. Learn your identity. We don't know who we are, which is why we don't come together. We are the nation not desired. Let me get Zephaniah 2 on Papa Show. Okay. And the reason that we don't come together, I'm going to give you a cardinal term for this. Same thing as my topic. We don't come together because life happens. Oh, I can't worry about what this Negro doing. Oh, I can't worry about what this one doing. I got to get my grind on. I got to hit the block. I got to do this. I got to do BS. And it's an excuse.
Right.
People in the world want to hold on to their pain and their anguish and their destruction, and it's dead weight. They want to hold on to it like it's a badge of honor. Yeah, sir.
If I may, we want to continue to hold on to that lie.
Right.
It's a lie we live in.
Right. Like,
and where does the lie come from? It comes from a curse.
Good.
Right? The rejection of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Because we're still running around here in 2024, ignorant as hell. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Believing in these Christian churches. You know,
right?
These false prophets, you know what I'm saying? These fake Israelite groups, you know, so on and so forth.
Right.
And because of that, the Lord gave our nationality, our identity away.
Right. And the fact that we're segregated like this is sad. Like, it shouldn't be fake Israelite groups. All these so-called branch-off groups, it's all because they left One West and there's something about the Bible that they did not want to follow. When Commander General YAHANNA say all camps report, he meant all camps report. But y'all so defiant, y'all so thick-headed, y'all don't want to take the order from the one in charge. Y'all want to go listen to Nasty Nate.
You're right.
Y'all want to go get down with the Zesty crew. You understand? Y'all want to sit here and act like these Christian churches and accept being a flaming hot Cheeto. I don't understand it. This so-called Christian pastor wanted to introduce his husband as the first gentleman of the church. Now, if that's not a contradiction and a blasphemy to and a spit in the face of the Most High, I don't know what is. So I thought Christianity was supposed to teach people about the love of God. It's a fallacy. It's a lie. Stop believing in these Christian pastors like they're going to save you. They can't save their damn self. They're all flaming hot Cheetos in disguise. Hell, even Creflo Dollar and TD Jakes done been to a Diddy party, especially TD Snakes. He done been to a Diddy party, but he cares not to disclose the details of the party. I'm quite sure he probably signed the NDA as well. That's neither here nor there. We'll save that for another class. Life happens. These Christian pastors is trying to pollute our people and promote being a flaming hot Cheeto like that's the way to go. This is a direct contradiction to the Bible. How dare them sit there, had a gall and the audacity to sit there and say they're a man of God, a man of the cloth, as those so-called pale-faced pastors be saying, and be a direct contradiction to everything that's in the Bible. The Most High does not condone alphabet community behavior. The Most High does not condone transformer behavior. Let me get that precept of abomination to the Lord thy God. So, anybody in the chat got any questions? Please ask them. If y'all got any comments, post them. Let's get it. We get right to it today. I'm not even playing. Because like I said, life happens. And there's a lot to it when life happens because we're either going to, like I said, we have choices. We're either going to take what life give us, roll with the punches and keep pushing and keep fighting, or you're going to sit there and roll over like a little bitch and just be all tender and moist about it. Oh, life is so hard. Oh, why me? Oh, what was me? Shut the hell up. Shut up. Stop being a tender, moist bitch and tighten up. Whether male or female, gird up your damn loins.
Right.
Gird up your damn loins and tighten the hell up. Maybe if you tighten up, life won't be as hard. It might not be as hard if you tighten up. I pray you understand. Let me get that precept up for sure.
From the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, verse 12. For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doeth drive them out from before thee. Right.
That wasn't what I was looking for, but close enough.
That's what he was looking for.
If man lies with a man, like man lies with man, yeah.
Oh, Salaki.
Okay, my homegirl, Coach Trench Baby in the building. You know what I mean? Shalom, Yahweh Shema, sis. Good to see you as always. Still waiting on my vegan jerk empanadas, but that's neither here nor there. I understand. Life happens, which just happened to be our topic today. I can't get my vegan empanadas because life happens. All right, we get that precept up.
For the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman.
If a man lies with mankind like man lieth with a woman, you already know this is leading up to some real harsh terminology because I know it's common sense. Like, even if you wasn't in the truth, even if you wasn't a so-called Christian, if something don't feel right, apparently it ain't right. At least the Most High is still that much in you for you to still get that much.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Read.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Not one, not the other, but both have committed an abomination to the Lord thy God. Whether if a man lie with mankind like man lie with a woman, or a woman lay with a woman as a woman lay with a man.
Right.
You understand? Like, I still don't understand that. You can put all the devices attached to you all you want. It's still not, the feeling is still not being reciprocated. All y'all doing is box rubbing.
Box rubbing or sword fighting.
No, men's, y'all want a sword fight.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. I don't know if you remember, it was a couple years ago, there was a breaking news story in a hotel where two so-called pastors was having same sex relations, and like, you know what happens when two dogs mate? They got stuck one got stuck in the other. They had to carry them out on a gurney with the cloth over them and ride them right on through the lobby with the pastor stuck inside the other pastor's rear end. That was heavy. When I seen that on the news, I was like, good night. I wasn't even in the truth yet, but I was like, good night. I seen it all. Okay, my brother Kashaka War in the building, Most High in Christ. What Coach Trent's baby said? She said she made them. All right, most High in Christ, sis. Most High in Christ, sis. That's what's up. Now, I pray your husband get home soon so we can get some of those empanadas. Too bad Kashak not around to enjoy them. But like the topic of my story today, life happens. I pray y'all understand. That's what I mean. You know, life happens. These so-called nasty ass pastors and stuff, they got their husbands as first gentlemen in the church, but yet they got the audacity to say that they're men of God. How dare them spit in the face of the Most High? That's like them peeing on the Bible. Yeah, y'all just all kinds of disputatious. You understand? I me personally, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I'm a straight man. I love women. I don't know what about. I don't know how a man cannot love a woman, love the scent of a woman, love the soft tenderness and touch of a woman. You understand? And all the things that come with a woman and that softness. You know what I mean?
God.
Hey, Kashak, hey, Coach Trent, baby. Kashak said if he don't get some of them empanadas, it's gonna be a problem. Hey, bro, it ain't on me. I ain't doing it. But if they get delivered to the house, I will enjoy them. I'll be sure to save you a few. And remember, put the cheese in the empanadas. Yeah. Oh, what we got up next? Anybody in the chat got any questions? Any precepts y'all need broken down? What we doing over here? I guess y'all know the Bible, huh? Oh yeah, I gave you that Zephaniah 12:1, right?
You know that?
Yeah. You know, because part of the reason, part of the reason why life just happens, like I said, because we're divided, because we're not together as a people, for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Why do you think life is so swell for all the other heathen nations? Why do you think life is so swell for Moab, who we ignorantly call the Chinese, or Ishmael, who we ignorantly call the Arabs, or Esau himself, who we ignorantly call the white man? You know, they're all the damn devil that the Bible speaks of. But why do you think life is going so swell for them? You know, we're the ones that's divided. We're the ones that's hated on, spat on, knees put on our neck, bullets in our back, children getting kidnapped for sex trafficking. You understand? And unalived. I understand, because he said he love women even when they being stubborn. They act like they don't want to be loved. You're absolutely right about that, man. Like, look, these sisters, you don't want to know why they act like that? Feminism. They want to take on white women problems. That's the nut of the issue right there in the show. They want to take on white women problems because women's liberation was white women complaining because their husbands went to war and they had to resume their factory jobs. That's where all that came from. So they felt like if we got to work our husbands' jobs, we want equality, we want equal rights, we want equal pay. That's where all that nonsense started from. I don't know where in the hell black women thought that they fit in that description when all they got to do is obey and listen. And then when they hear words like obey and submit, they want to get snappy and snazzy and catch attitudes. First off, if you knew who you was, you would know to be submissive, because if you could be submissive to the Most High, then be submissive to your damn husband. You understand? That's the whole thing, because your Adawan is your Lord. If you could call Christ Adawan, then you can call your husband Adawan, because you got to treat your husband the same as you would treat Christ.
Right.
You understand? Boy, it's like an empanada war in the chat. Wait, let me get, matter of fact, Baba Show, before we go to this F9 2-1, let me get Ephesians 5 and 22, Baba Show. You know, the problem is these sisters out here, they got the game twisted. They believe that Life is supposed to be handed to them on a silver platter. They think because they got a box and they know how to use it that's like it's supposed to how you say like like when you reap what you sow, like when you bear good fruit and stuff like that. Like they think that their box is supposed to bring in good fruit,
right,
and bring in riches and bring in treasures. Like these sisters out here, they wilding. They want brothers to spend money on them. I was looking at a clip today, right, sir? And he said, a woman said, "How about if we don't have sex for 90 days, right?" He said, "Okay. Now you saying let's not have sex for 90 days. Let's not physically interact for 90 days. Let's talk on the phone and get to know each other for 90 days.
Right.
Let's get to know one another for 90 days without the expectations of me having to spend $1 on you. Because in today's time, no matter how you cut and slice it, you have to spend money on a woman. If y'all want to go out to lunch, you got to spend money. Whether breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you got to spend money. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's absolutely free to make some sandwiches and go have a picnic in the park. You understand? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with having a couple sandwiches and a glass of wines in the park, having a picnic? You know what I mean? Even me and my rib was talking about going to do that. You know, I was thinking about something fun, like why don't we put on tan khakis and red shirts and go play like we employees at Target? Like, can you help me with this? No, I can't. I'm gonna get your manager. Get him. Get him. Life happens. Get him. Boy, they just having an empanado battle in here in the chat. Y'all cracking me up. Sis, I hope you really do have your husband bring those empanadas. You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to have fun with your rib. You know what I'm saying? And she's supposed to have fun with you, but she's also supposed to submit herself to her husband.
Right.
Let me get that precept on
Khan for the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 22. Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands.
Wives, y'all supposed to submit yourselves to your own husbands. A lot of the problems is y'all women that be in these clubs and stuff like that, y'all want to submit yourself to the first cute brother you see.
Right.
You want to submit yourself to the first brother you know got that bag. You want to submit yourself to, for whatever reason, whether if he got a large rod, got a bag, whatever your excuse is. But once you lay with that brother, that's your husband. But the problem is, y'all want to be all felonious and promiscuous, and y'all want to just sleep around. You know, there's a precept about y'all sisters sleeping around, becoming harlots and Jezebels. You know what I mean? And want to play the damsel in distress. I pray y'all understand. Let me get that next one down, that next verse.
Verse 23. For the husband is the head of the wife. Even as Christ is the head of the church.
Again, like I was saying, sisters, if you say you love God and you love Christ, then damn it, you better treat your damn husband as you would treat the Lord and Savior. You understand? If you sit there and say you really do follow these scriptures and you love Christ, then you better sit there, submit your damn self to your husband, call him Adawan, and make that nigga a sandwich. Stop playing. Make him a sandwich. Make him a bath. Pull out his garment and make sure it's Tawab for camp.
Right.
You understand? Make sure those boots are shined. Because at the end of the day, he's going to make sure you got everything that you require. Security, love, compassion, a home, bills paid. He's going to make sure you got all of these, everything checked off the list. So make that brother a damn meal. Stop playing. Y'all women these days, y'all want to be lazy. You understand? A lot of women in the world, y'all want to be lazy hoes. And we tired of it. Y'all out here on IG and OnlyFans posting y'all body. Don't get me wrong, we men. We got raws. It looks good. But at the end of the day, it's not for just our eyes only. You're sharing it for the world.
Right.
And your excuse is life happens? You got touched? Okay, you got touched. Now what you gonna do about it? You gonna do right so you don't be touched again? Or you gonna keep pleasing your goddamn flesh? It was you pleasing your flesh in the first place. Same as the one that destroyed you. It was that man or that woman or whatever, the one pleasing their goddamn flesh is the one that destroyed you. All right, we established you destroyed. Now what the hell are you gonna do about it? I was destroyed as a child. What the hell did I do about it? You see it right here. I did something about it. I'm here.
That's right.
I'm teaching you. You understand? I didn't sit there and cower and fold up like a fruit roll-up and become a transformer. I manned up, girded up my loins, and put my 10 toes down on this business. And I said, I'm going to do the work of the Father. You're going to do it, but you're going to do it with sacrifice because life happens. Ain't nobody promised tomorrow. So you better give it up and give it to the Most High now. And don't wait too late. You understand? Because the scriptures say, give up thy mother and thy father and thy sister and thy brother and thy land and thy livestock and follow me. Give it up because he's going to give it back to you 100-fold. I promise you. But you got to listen. Sisters, y'all got to learn how to listen. Yeah, I know life happens, but you got to learn how to listen. We can sing together, but we can't talk together. And that goes for brothers too.
Right.
Because sometimes, you know, it's like I said on my mixtape. I couldn't stand to see the day. What I said, I never thought I'd live to see the day, you know, everybody snitching. Girls acting like dudes and dudes acting like women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's so crazy that I recorded those bars over 10 years ago. But it's so prevalent in today's time. This is why brothers say I got timeless music. Think about it. Look at today's time. Girls acting like dudes and dudes acting like women with nothing to gain. You just lost your name. You in the LGBT community. You're a transformer. You have just been banned. You need to get from around here.
Right.
Once you befriend the Lord, you ain't allowed around here. I'll tell you, just like I say in my music, sir, it's heavy. Let me get that Zephaniah 2:1 book show. Like we get into it. We get into it, Israel. Like, and the beautiful thing about today's topic, I could bounce around because life happens. There's a lot that goes under that life happens. You got to understand. I want to cover all bases.
God.
I might have to make it a part 2 because there's so much going on out here in today's time that we need to understand that if we do not come together, we will continue to face the judgments of the Most High and continue to be destroyed, continue being strung out on drugs, continue being whores and whoremongers. And we need to stop. After we do this precept, let me bring out that article, Baba Shaw. Because I think it fits perfect.
Come. From the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Read.
Gather yourselves together.
Gather yourselves together, Israel. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We need to gather together. I don't mean just black people being with black people, Hispanics being with just Hispanics, Native Indians just being with Native Indians. We're all brothers and sisters. Come together. Stop being so damn stubborn. Stop being so damn prideful. Pride is a damn demon. And the second you realize that, now do something about it and fix the shit. Salakia for the language. Damn it. Salakia. But I mean what I say because I feel like I care about my people that much.
Yeah, right.
I need the BS to stop. Because I want us to all go up into them chariots. I don't want to see my mother get slaved by Yahweh Shah. I don't want to see my rib get slaved by Yahweh Shah. I want her to get a reprieve. I want her to be by my side in the kingdom. If not, may she rise in power. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I'm willing to give her up too for the Most High. Because the Most High gonna give me 100-fold.
what's keeping us down?
What's keeping us down? Feminism, Christianity, Islam, drugs, oppression. Because oppression surely make a wise man go mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. You know, we as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we overcompensate for lack thereof. Sisters that single mothers, they overcompensate for lack of them putting the father out, or the father passing away, or the child not knowing who the father was, because he was good enough for them to sleep with him and get pregnant by him, but he wasn't good enough for them to stick by him and obey him and submit themselves to him. And now they want to raise little King Vaughns and want to raise some FBG ducks. And that's exactly what they becoming, a damn duck. A duck-ass broad. Raising up little monsters and heathens. Makes no sense. And you got people like Halle Berry marrying white men. Disgusting.
Go
ahead, sir.
If I may, because we have lack of knowledge of who we are, our true identity. You know what I'm saying? We're not seen to the world, as Jews.
Exactly. The ones we stay away from out here is the ones that we do see.
Right.
The Ashkenazis.
They see us as niggas. They see us as spics. They see us as African American.
And what I don't comprehend is how we so mother effing tough out here, right? We so hard. We can unallow one another, but we let these small hats walk around in our hood,
right,
in front of our face, taking over our territory, taking over our streets. But these are so-called blocks, to the point where they kids just walk around freely like it's like that out here.
You're right.
We don't shoot out here. We ain't out here unaliving. But you know what the problem is? We don't know who our ops really is. We let our ops walk by us all day, every day. But we wanna hurt and unalive the one that looks like us, though. That's the problem.
Right.
That's what pisses me off. This is why life happens. Read.
Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
We are the have-nots and the not-wants. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the nations not desired. Why is it so hard that we could kiss up to the white man? We could be over here and trying to kiss up and smooth the Chinese people just to get a hookup or a discount on some damn Chinese food. Or we go talk to these Hamites that and Arabs that run these chicken spots, right, and call them brother, and they call us brother, which is a total disrespect.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But we can't do that with one another. Ass backwards. Straight like that. Ass backwards. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. I can't take vengeance out because it's for the Lord. I can't make these people wake up. I want to just go outside and slap the hell out of people. Like, wake up. The is wrong with you? Like, that's how I feel. I really want to just go outside and just slap fire out of people's face. Like, what is wrong with you? You'll sit here and kill your own freaking cousin, but you sit here and let these small ass walk by here and buy your grandmama out her house. Now she moving down south and you ain't got nowhere to go now. Now you in the street. Now you another nigga homeless. Right. Dummy. Right. Dumbass. That's the stuff that I'm not standing for. That's the stuff that irks my spirit. It pisses me off. And it makes my blood boil. Let me get that, let's bring that article out, Bunker Shaw. Man, it's crazy out here. All that life happens. Like, I don't want to hear life happen. See, here in the ISUPK, we don't make no damn excuses. There's one West over here. Ain't no excuses over here. Ain't no weaklings over here. This change strong over here. You know what I mean? If you weak, get the hell out. We don't need you. We better with subtraction. I pray y'all understand. Count on con, shot. I care for my language. You ready? Just hit accept. Just accept the cookie. That's going to spit right back. There you go. Now, this is an example. This article we're about to bring out. This is a perfect example of what happened in the past of us not following the law, statutes, and commandments. This was a part of our punishment. This was a prime example of our judgment. We didn't listen to the Most High to the point these daggone oppressors made a contract of enslavement. Okay, let me get that article about the show.
Slave Patrol Contract, 1856. In the 1800s, particularly after Nat Turner's rebellion in 1831, the legislators of slave states passed increasingly strict laws governing the activities of enslaved and free African Americans and the interactions between whites and blacks, known as slave codes. The laws generally restricted the right of enslaved African Americans to trade, to travel, assemble, marry, practice religion, and learn to read and write. Those free blacks who were allowed to stay in a slave state also saw their rights curtailed. Keep on, sir. Yeah, keep going. It was left up to local communities to enforce those laws. White men, both slave holders and non-slave holders, were assigned to patrol and charged with assuring compliance with the slave codes.
Now, what that means right there, before you continue, what that meant right there was even the ones that weren't slave owners, they were still in charge of corralling slaves and making sure that slaves were in line. And if you was a free Negro in a slave state, you were still subjected, you was still permitted to be objected to slavery. So you ran a very high risk being a free slave in a slave state. You ran a very high risk. And all of that comes from us not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High.
That's right.
Baba Shaw, if we can switch from that and get back to that in a second. Let me get Jeremiah 14:2, Baba Shaw.
Okay.
You know, that's a prime example of life happening when you're not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. To the point that they're making contracts about your life and overall well-being, and they're in control of what you do, how you live, how you move.
Right.
They're in charge of your survival. Today's time is the same thing. They want to sit there and tell you how to work, how much they want to pay you, how much they want to tax you. Your landlord want to go up on your rent. Your employer want to dock your pay or give you less when he was supposed to give you more in the first place. You were supposed to be making $22 an hour, but now you only make it 18, and they didn't want to give you less hours because he don't want to pay you that.
Right.
You understand? Like it's ridiculous and it's redundant. Most High Christ, boy, y'all. Hell yeah. Let's hit that like button and let's share this. Let's let other people in Israel see this. You know, this is the truth, and the truth needs to be revealed.
Right.
As said in the scriptures. And Officer Shaw's song, if y'all got his album, I pray y'all get it. It's worth it. I told him I was going to take him to counsel because he ain't charged me enough for it. That's how good it was.
God.
But where were we? Yeah, let me get that.
Jeremiah.
Yeah, let me get that.
For the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth.
Judah mourneth. We are in mourning. Mothers is losing their sons and daughters alike. You know, we're losing them to the streets. We're losing them to the LBGT community. We're losing them to the Transformer community. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Wade lost a son, and now he so-called gained a daughter. I don't know how the hell that worked. He allowed his 13-year-old son to cut his rod off and put on 9-inch stiletto nails and identify with being a woman, and then start dating a transgender. girl that identifies as a man. I don't understand how that works. Why didn't he just if you're going to date a heathen, then okay, that you're gonna get punished for that. I don't condone it nor recommend it. But if you're going to do it, at least keep your rod and just date a white girl. If that was the case, what was the point? You want to sit there, cut your rod off, and date a white woman, and she identifies as a man? I don't understand that. I'm confused. I'm as confused as Gabrielle Union being such a wicked, disgusting bitch. I'm that confused. I'm that perplexed. You understand? Read.
And the gates thereof languish.
Let me get it from the top.
For the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
We're mourning because we have no protection other than the ISUPK under commanding General YAHANNA.
You're right.
We don't have no real protection. We don't have no real protection in these gates. And even in the world, we don't have no protection. We're Al Sharpton at? Where Jesse Jackson at? They ain't nowhere. They over there sucking somebody's rod, trying to get some type of reform going just so they could have a voice, but nothing gets done. The time for that is over. It's time for results. We need results. All that time for talking and marching is done. We need results.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? This is why Judah is mourning now, because we have no protection. Who we got? TD Jakes, Uncle Creflo Dollar. He won 90% of tithes instead of 10. Like, is you serious? Hell, in Jersey City, who we got for protection? Who protecting our gates? We got a Jewish. Hell, we got a white mayor.
Right.
I said it. We got a white mayor. That's it. And he done moved his people in from Jewish Brooklyn off of Fort Hamilton down here. Now they buying up all the property. They don't want the properties that's empty. They knocking door to door trying to get the black people off the block. Like, hey, you want to sell your house? We got money for you. Dangling a damn carrot. Dangling a carrot like, here, Negro, take this carrot and get the hell out of here. It makes no sense. My grandparents had that house, sir, since 1967, 68. I want to say 69. Since 1969. My grandfather had that house. All it would have took was $50,000 to fix it up. Right. And then it would have been worth $700,000. But here you want to sell for three and some change. We'll say that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it makes no sense. They forcing the black folks out, and then the rest of them, they waiting out. A couple of my neighbors, you know, their grandparents passed away. So now that's their time to move in and take the house. Because, you know, the kids, they destroyed, they out here running the streets, and their parents are struck out on drugs. They're not going to keep up with the taxes and the water bill. Because the house paid for. You know what I'm saying? And that's part of the point of what I'm saying. Like, Judah mourneth, and the gates of language. We don't have no protection out here for us.
Right.
There's nobody out here willing to stand up and help us fight or show us how to fight, other than the ISUPK under commanding General YAHANNA. Read.
They are black unto the ground.
We've been beaten down until we're black into the ground. Like, we've been beaten down into a fine powder. We're continuously getting beat down, getting harassed by cops. Every time I turn around, I got a goddamn ticket. Threatening to suspend my registration. Threatening to put a boot on my truck. Hell, I done missed the court date today. For some old tickets. After I just paid for some tickets. But, hey, life happens. You get what I'm saying? Life happens. You got to roll with the punches and keep pushing, keep fighting. If not, you're going to fall flat. You got any left on that precept?
God. And the cry of Jerusalem is gone up.
Like, the Lord hears our prayers. The Lord hears our cries. As priests and prophets of the Lord, he hears our cries. But for those people in the world that's not living righteous, or at least attempting to do a righteous thing in their body, without, don't even have a righteous bone in their body. The Most High don't hear your prayers or your cries or your calls. It falls on deaf ears.
Right.
And he's not going to have no problem with cutting your head off just as fast as an eagle. I pray y'all understand. Because like I said, life happens, right? Life does happen. You get a chance, let me get that second Edwards 1 and 29 barbershop.
1 and 29?
God. Israel, we gotta wake up, baby. We gotta wake up. People in the world, we gotta wake up. Snap out of it. It's like we're under a spell. Matter of fact, let me get that one. The enchantment of Jacob. Oh God. It's like I said, it's like we're under a spell. It's like we're put in a position where we're put in a deep sleep. The deep sleep is marijuana being legal. Now everybody and their mama want to get high. They opening up smoke shops on every single corner in my hood. That's all we got. We got smoke shops and liquor stores. That's what we got. We got a couple of bodegas still hanging tough, but we got liquor stores, smoke shops,
right,
and chicken spots. We got a couple of chicken spots. But the crazy thing is, blacks and Hispanics make the best damn fried chicken in America, in the world.
Right.
How the hell Crown's Chicken is being ran by Hamites and Ishmaelites? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. How is Ishmael and Amalek running the chicken spots in the square? Make it make sense. I brought up something in Shaq's class the other day, and it was shocking because I never seen it before. I looked at this, there's this Muslim mosque down the way on West Side, right? And I happened to see Arabs and black people together. I'm talking about Muslims and 5%ers together. And they out there congregating and stuff like that. And I'm looking like, right, oh, the end is so near. The end is so near. Because, I find it funny, they could come together right there, but if you go to German Square to that masjid, you don't see no black people there. You don't never see them come in and out of there. They don't, and they all walking through there. Con, it actually is. You said, Con, that chicken spot is right there on Communifor. You right about that. If
I may, sorry, you said who is congregating?
Arabs and black people. All those that follow Islam. God. They were all congregating outside, wearing dresses together and everything. Bugged me out because I ain't never seen that before in my life. That's how I know the end is there. And want to sit there and get a daily concussion and bang their head on a rock. Beats the hell out of me, but hey, life happens. Got that
Come, sir. This is Numbers chapter 23, verse 23.
Uh-huh.
Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what have God wrought?
Yeah. What have God brought? All he did was bring you the law, statutes, and commandments to follow. And like we said in the previous precept, it's not grievous. Like there's no enchantment upon Jacob or Israel, but it seemed like we're caught in the matrix. Why? Because we seek the oppressor's approval. If you look to the Most High, the blindness is off, but you want to look to the oppressor so the blindness stay on. That's why I said it's almost like almost like we're under a spell. And they keep us asleep. They keep giving us free drugs. Yeah, get your Get your drugs on. Get your weed on. Hey, you want to smoke crack? Here's a safe smoking kit. Yeah, I do you one better. Here's a safe smoking kit, and here's a safe facility for you to go and unalive yourself nice and slowly. Enjoy. You need some more crack? Yeah, we got you. The government got you. They did the same thing to our sisters when they took the black men and removed them from the home and said, hey, if you want our sisters, you want our approval, keep that brother, keep that Negro out the house. Hey, I'll do one better. We'll give you food stamps. You could go food shopping all you want. Hey, I'll do you one even better. We'll give you cash assistance too. Give you a few dollars because I know he ain't making that much.
Right.
And we'll do you one better. We'll tax him. We'll put him on child support. As long as you keep him out the house, we'll put him on child support. And if he don't pay, we'll lock his ass up. That's how that works. And that's what the government do. They're like, hey, you want to buy you a house? Nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll give you Section 8. We'll give you housing. Anything to keep us sleep. Anything to keep our sisters sleep. It's like anything to keep our sisters away from keeping structure in the Black and Hispanic and Native Indian household. Because without structure and order, we have chaos.
That's right.
And all their excuse is life happens. That was all in that precept? Okay. Well, yeah, we ain't gotta go back to that article. If you want, we could go. There was more in that article, right? Yeah, let's go back to the article. If you remember your place on it. Because that article is so heavy that General Q brought out in the chat. You know, because I knew they had paperwork on us, but I didn't know that they was drawing up contracts. Because you know, the oppressor, the damn devil, the Bible speaks of, and they done broke every single treaty ever created.
Yeah, no, I mean,
it's really no lie. No sweat. We could drop that. Let me see. Ain't nobody got no questions in the chat. Ain't nobody got need no breakdowns. So I guess y'all know the Bible, ain't it? You already gave me that second address, 1-29. You get a chance. Let me get all right, no sweat. Let me get the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 2 about the okay. You know, it's so heavy out here that we subject ourselves and become products of our environment, right? And it's like being in the world, we thought we was doing something. We thought we was being something. You know, selling those drugs to our people, we thought we was getting to the bag and stuff like that. But then later on down the line, we realized how bad we done messed up the hood. When you seeing people slumped over, looking like a horseshoe, so high it looked like they trying to clean up, but there's nothing on the ground. It's like they trying to pick a crumb up out of the street. Only they could see it though.
Right.
Like it's sad. It's disheartening. It's so sad and disheartening that we gotta watch our people go through it. And I don't understand. It's 2024. Ain't y'all tired of selling y'all relatives drugs? Ain't y'all tired of your aunts, your uncles going and finding your little stash and stuff? Like, you don't get tired of seeing them out here looking destroyed and hurt? Like, it brings tears to my eyes to watch them suffer like that. Because I had to watch my father suffer like that. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that he finally gets it and he don't get high no more.
Christ.
But the problem is he can't leave that liquor alone. You get a chance, let me get Revelations 11 and 14. right, no sweat, brother. I'll get right to it. Yeah, 11 and 14. We're going to get to it right now. I'm going to get right back to you and let you know.
Come.
Read it when you got it.
For the book of Revelations, chapter 11, verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly.
Okay, now what that scripture is saying is the second woe is already past, right? Meaning we done like the oppressor is already suffering and feeling the sting from enslaving us, right? Slowly but surely, they're starting to see the wrong the error in their wrong, right? The third woe is this third world war. So you're right. The third woe would be the Ukraine and Russia and Gaza and Hamas, but those woes don't apply to us because those are not our people that are at war. But what this is explaining is this woe is the wars of and rumors of wars. You understand? This third world war that we're going to be in. This is Babylon falling.
Right.
This is the falling of that kingdom, of Esau's kingdom. Ukraine, Russia, that's white people problems. That's they fight. Gaza and Hamas, they're fighting over our home. They're fighting over our territory, which neither one of them own. They're going to war, taking each other out, so they can make room for us to go back home. I think it's about damn time that we can go back home. I just pray that the Most High allow us to get there. You know, because we were such wicked, disgusting bastards in the past that He said we won't see it again. And all we can do is pray and plead with Him to allow us to see our home. Because not only are we the nation not desired, we're the ones that have no home. Even though the whole entire earth is our home. But we don't have anywhere that we can physically call home. We're like vagabonds. Think about it. Even the Chinese got their own country.
Right.
The Russians and Ukrainians got their own homeland. Polish people, Sweden, they got their own homeland. Hawaiian, you know, they got their own homeland. But blacks, Hispanics, and Indians, we don't have our own home. We can't go back to Israel. You know, we can't go back to Goshen. There's a lot of beautiful places that still exist that we can't go back to. And I hope I answered your question as far as the woes, right? Because like I said, that third woe is that Ukraine and Russia and Gaza and Hamas. The only thing about that is that revelation that was being revealed, that's just telling us about the things to come, the things that's unfolding. But that's not us. We're not, because we're starting to wake up slowly but surely. Even the fake Israelite groups are starting to slowly wake up. Now, if they would just stop being stubborn, stop being prideful, and report like Commander General YAHANNA say, and come together like in Zephaniah 2:1, then we can actually start making even more progress towards the 144,000. Because we need to pull our brothers and sisters out of Christianity. We need to pull them out of Islam. So, like it. Oh yeah, here, Buck Sharp, grab this bowl for water. You know, we need to pull each other out and up. We need to pull each other up off the ground. We need to pull each other up out of captivity. We have to pull each other up out of oppression. And the only way we're going to do it is by coming together. God. The second war was us destroying ourselves by not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. And that third war was them going to be punishing not just by the Most High, but to one another for what they've done to us. Eventually, they're going to pay for their crimes. They're going to pay for their inequities. Slowly but surely. I hope I was able to answer your question. Yonderbar. Israel, we have to We have to not just come together in the school and in this truth, but we need to come together with the people in the world, because how else can we fish them in if we don't talk to them, if we don't reach out to them, if we don't communicate with them, if we don't sit there and have those difficult conversations with them? I don't care if they don't want to hear it. I care that we do it anyway, and I care and pray that one day they get it. Whether if it sinks in now or later, they're going to get it. I'd rather go on my shield fighting demons and trying to raise the dead and reach them, even if the Lord does not open their ears, I still want them to hear it anyway. Because at any given time, the Most High could change his mind and say, you know what? I'm going to open their ears now. I think they're ready for to hear it. He on the ball. I think they're ready to hear it. And the brother return, we're going to get back to these scriptures. Anybody else got any questions in the chat, any comments, anything of that nature, anything y'all want me to discuss or cover? If not, I assume y'all just know the Bible already. Water.
If you're on the ball. Chill.
Okay. It is nice and chilly in here. About what? Last one. Oh, yeah. And then the ice cold water, too. Yeah. But yeah, like I was telling him, like, we have to come together, because if not, we're going to continue to be lost.
That's right.
We're going to continue to be the nation not desired. We're going to continue. And I'm tired of the excuse being life happens. Life does happen, but just because life happens doesn't mean we got to falter to it. Life happens. You got to step your game up and tighten up and keep pushing, keep fighting. Because without the fight, then what are we here for? What are we doing this for? You understand? We're not going to stop fighting. We're going to keep fighting, because you don't have the strength to fight. We're strong enough to do it for you. All I pray is that you pay attention, stay focused, and listen. Eventually, you'll gain the strength to come into these classes. Eventually, you'll gain the strength to really get rooted into this truth. Eventually, you will gain the gumption to say, F these demons. I'm not going to get high no more. I'm not going to smoke cigarettes and Black & Milds and vapes anymore. You're going to gain the gumption to gird up your loins and say, I'm not going to eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. I'm not going to sleep with these whores. I'm not going to make a whore of my sister. Do you understand? I pray you understand. Let me see what's next. Let me get the second address 1 and 24 about
Like it?
Let me get second address 1 and 24, and then we start covering the curses. Spit it whenever you're ready. I tell you, Israel, it's amazing once you're in this truth how you can see the world falling apart right before your eyes. That's why I don't understand how people in the world can sit there and say, oh, I need to see a sign from God. The Lord knows my heart. He's going to tell me in his own way. Like, people got to get out that preconceived notion that you can have a personal relationship with God, first off. Secondly, stop saying the Lord knows your heart. He don't know nothing. He knows you're a filthy, disgusting sinner, and he hates the sin and the sinner, and so do I. I hate the sinner and the sin. Even my rib sins. I love her and hate her at the same damn time. It's sad, but it's true. It's sad but true. It's like, because I love her for who she is to me, but I hate her for the little bit of sinning that she does do. You understand? And all I can do is pray that she listens to me in this aspect and decides to finally just say, you know what? Right, I'm done. She don't eat pork, shrimp, crab, or lobster. None. Thank the Most High, she's allergic to all seafood, so she'll eat no seafood at all.
Sure.
she only eat the lawful seafood because she's allergic. Most High in Christ, so I ain't gotta worry about that. She don't eat pork, but she lets her child eat pork. That's why I don't understand. I be trying to get her to fix that. You know what I'm saying? But I told her, don't worry, I got him. I'm gonna fix that for her. I'm gonna fix him. And she just seen a perfect example to give me the lane and the leeway to do so. You understand? Because it's a sensitive thing when you're dealing with a woman that has a child that's not yours. You know what I mean? They carry a certain way, so you got to maneuver a certain way in that type of situation. You know, because even though life happens, you still got to be prepared to maneuver through life. You know what I mean? So now certain things came into fruition yesterday. Now she understands where I'm coming from, and now she's giving me the green light to take him on as my son now. You get what I'm saying?
Son of Christ.
So we'll talk about that off camera. Anyhow, you got the precept ready?
So that's 2nd Ezra, chapter 1, verse 24.
Kind.
For the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1, verse 24. What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob? Thou Judah wouldest not obey me. I will turn me to other nations, and unto those will I give my name, that they may keep my statutes.
Take that from the top. That was heavy.
Okay. For the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 1, verse 24. What shall I do unto thee, O Jacob?
Meaning, what shall I do? What shall I do to thee, O Jacob? Meaning, he's asking Jacob, like, what should I do? Like, if my people is not listening to me, like, what should I do? He's pleading to Jacob. Okay, take.
Okay. Thou Judah wouldest not obey me.
He's saying Judah does not obey. Judah don't listen. You know why? Because we're a bunch of hard-headed, stubborn, prideful Negroes, and we've always been this way. And it's crazy because this is the same tribe that Yahawashi Mashiach came from, who isn't really called Christ. But yet he's the only one that ain't stubborn and prideful, though. I find that crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because we're progenitors of him, you know? But we're so stubborn and prideful, we don't listen, you know? And the crazy thing is, even though life happens, we're kind of backwards wired that way. Sometimes we like women that don't listen.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe we like difficulty. we like, I call those projects like a science project. Like, oh, you hard headed. Oh, you don't listen. I like you. I'm gonna fix you. You don't like to listen. You don't want. Or you gonna do what you want. You ain't gonna do what I say. All right, I got you.
Right.
Like, I'm quite sure Kashaka would know what I'm talking about.
And because of it, the Lord say, I will turn me to other nations.
And he said he would turn me to other nations, meaning he's going to look to the other tribes of Israel and see if they will listen. Because Judah didn't want to listen. And yes, sis, I do mean fix. And what I do mean by fix is by giving the Lord's statutes and commandments and giving you compassion and giving you patience and working with you and showing you love, because love is correction. If I don't correct you, then I don't love you. If I don't correct you, I don't care about you. If I don't correct you, you might as well just be off in the world doing whatever, wherever, with whoever. That's what I mean by fix. Because when it comes to people that's been destroyed in the world and you're trying to bring them into the truth, it's a battle. It's an ongoing battle, like when you're fighting your demons. Like if you used to smoke and you're fighting that demon and not want to smoke anymore, you know. As you get stronger in this truth, the fight gets simpler. It gets simpler, sis. Same thing with having yourself in the slot. Yeah, I don't know where this popped up on the screen. It's the same thing when being in the world and you're used to doing certain things or carrying people a certain way and such. You know, you have to learn how to adapt and adjust. You have to Learn to stop doing certain stuff. If you used to get high, don't get high no more. If you used to drink obsessively, tone it down and learn your limitations, or just don't drink anymore, period. You know what I mean? If you used to sleep with women, like have one night stands and throw them away and make whores of our sisters, stop doing that. Learn to bridle your loins. You understand? Like they say, to put a bridle on your tongue. Learn to bridle your loins. Have more self-control. Learn how to have more discipline. You understand? We have to fix ourselves in order to fix one another. And in order to do that, we have to be in this truth, and we have to be rooted in this truth by keeping the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, thus fixing ourselves to where now we can go on to be fishers of men and fix one another and fix brothers and sisters. I hope I answered your question, sis, by that breakdown. Because, you know, sometimes I may be rude in speech, but I'm wise in wisdom and wise in knowledge. You know, I tell my rib all the time, don't worry about the messenger. Pay attention to the message being given.
Right.
Don't worry about how raw the message is being given, but open your ears and listen to the message. Like, it's the saying that I was always taught even since younger. You know, you got 2 ears and 1 mouth, so you can say less and hear more. Because if you're not saying nothing, if you bridle your tongue and you listen more, you can hear and process things better. But if we're both talking, nothing's being heard, nothing's being established. Nobody's gaining no understanding of one another. And this is how you could turn around and offend somebody and transgress against a brother or a sister. You understand? See, in the UPK, there's no excuse about life happening. That's like saying there's a lion in the street. Okay, so what you gonna do about it? You gonna slay that lion, or you gonna sit there and just keep looking out your window talking about maybe he'll move? I'll come out when he move. You got stuff to do. Go slay that MF. You understand what I'm saying? Go slay that mofo.
Right.
And go about your business. Go about your day. There's no such thing as life happens when it comes to this UPK. You know what I'm saying? Life is gonna happen. They tell us that all the time. The whole point of the matter is stay focused, stay rooted, and stay steadfast on doing the work of the Lord.
Right.
Because as long as you do the work of the Lord, life's still gonna be happening, but it's not gonna be happening to you. It's gonna be happening around you. There's a difference. When you're in this world, life happens to you. When you're in this truth, life is going to be happening around you. And it all depends on how focused you is that'll determine what you're going to do about it. I pray you understand. Did I have a precept lined up?
Sir.
Okay. Matter of fact, yeah, let me get Matthew 6:24 about Pashar.
Oh, God.
You know, another thing when it comes to this Salaki.
6:24.
Now, when it said, now, you can't fix yourself being, like I said, you can't fix yourself being in the world. Being in this truth is how you get fixed, because you have to sit at the foot of the generals and the captains and the men above you in order to learn how to take direction and learn and how to take correction, learn how to take instruction. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to listen. People say listen, but some people may not actually know how to listen.
Right.
Being in this truth, they'll teach you how to listen. They'll teach you discipline. They'll teach you structure and order. They'll teach you how to follow a effing order. You understand? They'll teach you how to do it by just doing. You do it. Somebody tell you to do something, just go do it. You don't know how to do it, figure it out. But get it done. Follow the order. As simple as that. Just like love is correction, love is also an action. Right. Just like keeping an order. Keeping an order is an action. Discipline is an action because you show discipline. You don't talk about it. You show discipline by shutting your goddamn mouth when you're supposed to. Speak when spoken to. Speak learning how and when to speak. You can learn all of that in this truth. And if you need counsel, we got the best counselors in the world.
Right.
You understand? We got 12 Shield General Muhammad. That man is so ahead of time with his wisdom. It's unfathomable. He gives the best wise counsel I've ever seen in my life. He can fix you. Commander General YAHANNA can fix you. All the captains and the men above us can fix you. I can fix you. But the question is, do you want to be fixed? That's the real question. Because again, life happens. And it all boils down to, do you want to be fixed or not? We acknowledge what the problem is. Okay, this, that, and the third, whatever. Now, what are you going to do about it? How are you going to fix it? See, the problem that we have in this world is we dwell on the problem and not dwell on the solution. And that's our main Achilles. That's our main heel that pulls us down like dead weight. We dwell on the problem and worry about the problem and become a witchery and do the woe is me thing instead of sitting there racking your brain. There's no such thing as overthinking. But if you think wrong, think wrong. But what I will tell you is this. If you put the Most High first, put the work of the Lord first, thinking is not going to be that difficult. And if it is difficult, don't worry. There's a man above you that can think for you and make things simpler for you. Because if you can't come up with the answer, somebody will.
That's right.
I pray you understand. Let's see. Yeah, sis, of course. Fixing is done with oneself first. However, it's like this. It's like if I point my finger at you. If I'm pointing my finger at you, I got 3 more pointing back at me. You know what I mean? So with your another thing that you're pointing out that you're doing with the whole questioning about being fixed and saying that it got to be first done with yourself. What you're doing is deflecting. That's a defense mechanism. This goes back to Kashak's class on Tuesday when basically you're saying, all right, if somebody needs to be fixed, you fix you first. Don't worry about fixing me first. Basically, I don't want to be judged. Do what you do. Don't judge me. That's what you're doing right now, sis. You're doing the don't judge me thing. Like I said, love is correction. Take the correction and make the adjustment and do better so you can be better and live better. Because without the correction, what are we doing? Who are you going to really be? Who do you want to be? Do you even want this truth? How bad do you want this truth? If you really want this truth, you have to show it. In the scriptures, it says, show thy works. You have to show thy works. It's more than just signing and checking in the class on Thursdays or Tuesdays or whatever days you check in. It's more than just checking in the class. You have to put your brick in too, sis. And by putting that brick in, you got to fix yourself. You got to go get counsel. Go get wise counsel. Go to the man above you and tell him what's wrong. Tell him what you're fighting. Tell him what you're facing. Tell him what you're up against. That's how you do that. If I tell my rep I'm going to fix her, please believe me, I'm also making sure that I'm being fixed as well in the process. Because who am I to sit there and try to fix somebody how can I fix somebody that's broken if I'm broken?
Right. Good.
Straight like that. If I'm broken, how can I fix somebody that's even more broken than I am? That's what I mean. I was broken. Now I'm being mended together. Once fully mended together, now I have the capability and the know-how to work on fixing my broken wife. You understand what I'm saying, sis? I pray you understand. And I hope I didn't offend you in any way.
You got a precept you holding for me?
I'm holding the Matthew.
Yeah, let me get that.
24. For the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
No man can serve two masters.
No man can serve two masters. You can't sit there and get high and then be sitting in class. You can't do it because eventually you're gonna get weeded out. I like that. That's done one time. Smoke weed, get high, and get weeded out.
Right.
Bars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't serve two masters. You can't sit there and eat shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster, and then turn around and say you love the UPK. Right. You can't. That don't make sense. That's like a that's like a homosexual Christian pastor say he's a man of God and he knows the Bible. Good. And then comes that next famous line: "The Lord knows my heart." Oh no, not my Jesus. Yeah, read. You get that again from the top.
Khan for the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
You're sitting there getting high, hitting that weed, hitting that vape, hitting that cigarette, hitting that mouth, hitting that glass rod, hitting that fentanyl, popping them pills. You know what I'm saying? You worshiping that before the Most High. Because when you pick that glass rod up, you're worshiping it. You're putting it on a pedestal.
Yeah.
You're putting it above the Most High, the one that created you. You understand? Yes, the Most High made crack cocaine, but you know what he made it for? It's supposed to be used for healing qualities, used for medicine. There's crack cocaine and medication if you do your homework and your research. Some of the meds you might have in your house might contain small trace amounts of crack cocaine. But guess what it's used for? Healing. There is medication that marijuana is in, but you know what it's for? Healing purposes. CBD, not THC. THC is what causes the high, the euphoria, and such. The CBD is for the medical use, for the healing qualities. This is why they've learned to extract one from the other and use it properly as intended by the Most High. You know what I'm saying? For those kids that suffer from epilepsy, and you give them a couple of those CBD drops every day, and then a couple months later, they're cured of their epilepsy. They no longer get seizures. You understand? Anything left on that scripture?
Khan.
Let me get it.
Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
If you hold on to those habits, the weed habit, the crack habit, the habit of wanting to sell drugs to your people, the habit of wanting to sleep with whores, if you hold on to these habits, you're gonna despise the Most High and love and cherish that stuff. And again, that's pleasing the flesh, which is wrong. You wanna please the flesh, please the Most High. Follow these laws, statutes, and commandments and keep them. The Most High will make sure.
Right.
The Lord will make sure, and the Lord will provide.
Yeah, right.
You understand? I seen the scripture of Yahawashi Mashiach, who we call Christ, sat there and fed a couple thousand people with 2 fish and a loaf of bread.
God.
Who the hell feeds 5,000 people off of 2 fish and a loaf of bread? Like, how? I need that made sense to me. I'm trying to understand that. That's a sign of wonder for that behind. That is a sign of wonder for the ages right there. If they ain't a sign of wonder, then somebody type in the chat what is. If COVID-19 is not a sign of wonder, then what is? The one thing that shut the whole world down for 2 years,
right? And
one shot. The Lord said, "Oh, you think I'm playing?" Click, hit the switch.
All right.
Now the whole world going to sleep. All y'all going to sleep. Like, it's crazy, sir, and it's heavy. You got anything else on that?
Go
ahead, let me get it.
Ye cannot serve God and mammon.
You can't serve God and serve man at the same time. Why would you want to serve something the Lord created? Like I was telling you earlier, like when I first met my Rev, she said she liked to hug trees and stuff. First off, you could get splinters. You got ants and stuff on trees. Like, you wilding. Stop. I got her to stop for the most part. My thing is, you want to praise the tree, but not praise the creator. So I told her, I said, okay, you love trees, right? Where trees came from? She said the earth. I said, okay, interesting. Now, where did the earth come from?
Right.
She's like, that's not what I was saying. You started going down the rabbit hole, now let's go down the rabbit hole. You said the trees came from the earth. Where did the earth come from? Earth came from life. Okay, who created life? Life didn't just come out of nowhere. Who created life? See, the problem is people in the world want to tap dance and run around the truth. They don't want to face the truth head on and accept the fact that they're foul ups, they're effing losers, and they're tired of being losers, and they're ready to conform to the Most High because they're scared of the word submission. They're scared of the word obedience. Me personally, I don't understand that. Like, I submit myself to the Most High every day. I wake up and I thank the Lord that He woke me up. You understand?
Right.
I submit myself to the Most High. I obey and adhere to the Lord's statutes and commandments. I don't want to face the judgments. So I'm going to do whatever the Lord tell me to do. I'm going to do whatever the man above me tell me to do. I had times where I was being prideful. I was being stubborn. I didn't want to listen. I didn't want to follow orders. And I learned from that. I learned the error of my wrong. I want to follow orders. Give me something to do. Tell me what to do. Tell me what you need done. Because the Lord allowed me to open my eyes and open my ears and hear and see this truth. All the least I could do is follow orders and do what I'm told and give my life to the Most High. Because I was willing to give my life to these streets. I was willing to give my life to these hoes. I was willing to give my life to these drugs. So who am I to not give my life to the one that created it? Because at the end of the day, yeah, we please this flesh, but this flesh is borrowed. This flesh is borrowed. We borrowed this flesh from the Most High. Who are we to sit here and mistreat it and destroy it? We're hypocrites for that, you know, and we're wrong for that. And we deserve whatever punishment we get for it. All we can do is try to right our wrongs and pray that the Most High forgives us. Right. Even being in this truth, sometimes we do fall because a just man falls 7 times and gets up 8. As long as we keep getting up and fighting, the Lord will continue to bless us and give us His love and give us His mercy.
Right.
But the second you fall and you choose to stay down and don't want to get up, the Lord's not going to be with you anymore. And I pray those in the chat and those that's viewing, I pray y'all understand that. Being in this truth, we don't want to force the truth on anybody. We don't want to force the truth on you. But all we're doing is doing what we're told, and we're being fishers of men and women, and we're prophesying to the wind. If the Lord allows you to hear it, Most High in Christ. If you don't want to hear it, Most High in Christ. I ain't got time to worry about you. I got time to worry about who's listening. Right. Just like I can't sit here and worry about who's not in class, who's not tuned in online. I got to worry about who is tuned in online, who is sitting here in this class.
Right.
You understand? That's my concern. My concern is making sure the ones that's here is getting this daily milk. I got to make sure the ones that's in the chat is getting these scriptures broken down so they can understand more. I pray I understand. You got another precept for me, or you got more than the one that you had?
All
right, let's see. Any questions in the chat? Boy, time flies. Time is flying. Let me see.
Covered Amos, covered Matthew. Let me get that Isaiah 3 and 13.
Come.
You know, I understand whether being in this truth or being in the world, life happens. The point of the matter is you can't allow life to beat you down like the oppressor has already beaten us down into darkness, into like a fine powder, and into further oppression. Because from oppression comes depression. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we get depressed, we get sad and we get depressed when we're by ourselves, and sometimes that's when those demons can creep in on you because you're being oppressed. You're not making enough money. You're working 2 jobs. You sit here slaving so hard just to be broke.
Right.
You understand? Let's say, you know, whether if your kids are babies or they're grown, it's stressful being Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, living in America, living in a kingdom that doesn't want you or love you, living in a kingdom that wants to destroy you, but not without your servitude. That's what I don't understand. They're quick to want to unalive us, but they want us to serve at their beck and call.
Right.
They want us to serve them. They want us to build their country up. They want us to build their technology, build their roads, build their byways. But they want to keep us in the slums and barrios. They want to keep us in the trenches. They want to keep us down. They want to keep us. They want to keep us under their rule. They want to keep us under their foot, like we're a stepping stone or something. You know, and that's the sad and disheartening part about being in this world, but being in this truth, life becomes simpler. You don't got to worry about all the troubles of the world as long as you're doing the work of the Lord, because you know that nonsense ain't gonna bother you. Like don't get me wrong. Like I said, life happens. You're gonna run into hardship. You're gonna run into problems. You're gonna owe in your rent at some point. You're gonna owe in your car. You're gonna struggle. You gotta get up early for work. You almost an hour late, and you ain't got no gas in your car. Your car's sitting on E. You know what I'm saying? You got a hot $7 in your pocket, and the accounts is stretched out and overdrawn already. You get what I'm saying? And it's like if you call to get something Cash App to you, Cash App gonna snatch that. Chime gonna snatch that. The bank gonna snatch that. Like, oh, let me get that. But no matter how much you endure, no matter how much you suffer, no matter how much life throws curves at you, you just suck it up, gird up your loins, and keep pushing. You keep fighting. You keep climbing, scrounging, scraping. Whatever it is the hell you got to do, just do it. I pray you understand, Israel. Let me get that precept.
From the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 13. The Lord standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people.
The Lord stands up for us. As long as we're here doing this work of the Lord is stand up and plead for us. You understand? Our King, YAHANNA, who we call Christ, stood 10 toes down on his business, and he stood up for us, whether if he knew us or not.
Right.
He stood for Israel.
Right.
He stood for justice. He stood for peace. And he was about that action and about that war life too. And he was willing to go to war just to make sure that we keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. It's a fight, Israel, but it's a fight worth fighting. Fight those demons. Fight your flesh. I believe in you. You can do it. You know, my brother Trooper Goyala, life happens to my brother all the time. And you know what my brother do? He stands 10 toes down and he keep getting up.
That's right.
I watched my brother fall several times, and that brother is so strong. He's stronger than me. My brother, he a trooper, I'm an officer. He's stronger than me. You understand what I'm saying? He keeps getting up. That's why my brother's name rings bells in Israel as a trooper.
Right.
His name rings bells in Israel. So when they say Goyala, like we say, you better put some respect on that brother's name. Put some respect on that brother's name for real. His name ring bells, just like Shakawar.
Right.
You know what I mean? Put some respect on his name. And our names have meaning. Goyala means redeemed to the Most High. Because Shakawar means overcomer of darkness with light. You understand? My name means man God or man of God. You understand? Like, all our names have meanings. And I'd rather sit in class, do my 90 days, sir, and earn a Hebrew name rather than go get a tattoo.
Right.
Because people say they get tattoos that's meaningful. I'd rather sit in class, shed myself in the world, and earn my damn name. Because earning your Hebrew name is more meaningful than getting a tattoo.
Damn right.
Being in this truth is more earning and more deserving than any accolade you can get being in the world. Like, I could win the lottery today, right? People say money destroys folks. It wouldn't destroy me because I'm in this truth. You know why? First off, I'm gonna pay my tithes.
Right.
And I ain't gonna just pay 10%. I'm gonna pay 15% because I gotta catch up for times that I didn't have money to pay my tithes. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then I'm gonna sit down with the generals and I'm gonna tell the generals, like, look, life happens. And this just happened. And I'm ready to help further raise the dead. I want to help all the schools, not just my school. You know, I want to be able to buy us a building in a camp van, and you know, so we can really do this damn thing. I want to be able for us to have classes every single day. You know what I'm saying? Like you teaching the history class, Kashak teaching brotherhood, Officer Dunyan teaching the law, or vice versa, however, you know what I mean? Mama start teaching a class, or Goyala helping me teach the Hebrew on Friday, and then we do the Sabbath service on Saturday. Like we have a full length of what we doing. You get what I'm saying? Shoot, I almost forgot when we started class, we was playing that brotherhood is a weapon, and it's so funny. I got my shirt on that say brotherhood is a weapon.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood is really a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Let me finish getting that precept out with Shaw. I done drifted off.
That was it.
Oh, that was it on that? Most High in Christ. Let me get one more before we get out of here. Let's see. Let me get Matthew 10:5. You know, like I was saying, Israel, like life happens. Things in life does happen, but you don't have to let it become you. You know, they say we products of our environment, but no, our environment is a product of us. And the reason why I say it like that, because our environment is a product of us because we made our environment what it is right now. We are destroyed, so we destroyed it. We molested the street corners by becoming workers of witchcraft. You understand? We sexually assaulted these streets by making whores of our sisters. You know, by eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, standing on the corner smoking, popping pills, getting high. You know what I'm saying? We made the environment what it is. Destroyed like us. I pray y'all understand. Let me get that precept.
Come for the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles.
Meaning don't go into the ways that are hard-headed, the stubborn,
right?
The ones that don't want to listen. Those blacks, natives, Hispanics, and Native Indians that didn't want to listen. The ones that will not stop pleasing their damn flesh. The ones that want to be strung out on drugs. You want to do it to yourself. It was you. You did the do. You built that maze you can't get through. And I'm just here to tell you, man, there's nothing I can do for you, man. And I pray you understand. Read.
Come. And into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
meaning enter ye not. Don't enter the city of the Samaritans. I need y'all to go prophesy to the wind. Go raise the dead. I'm giving you the authority to go raise the dead. Yeah.
Right.
You know, under my father Yahweh. Go be fishers of men. Stay away from them hard-headed Negroes over there that don't want to listen, because my father's gonna destroy them later. If they don't want to listen, let them go. Dust off your boots and keep it moving. Don't cast your jewels to swine. You understand? Matter of fact, shoot, let me get that real quick. Let me get that precept real quick. Shoot, time is flying when you're having fun, man. I tell you. It's so crazy. This world we're living in is so wicked, Israel. You know, we got to take it for what it really is and stop being so complacent, thinking we got it. And that's a selfish way to think, because brotherhood is a weapon. You got that precept, sir?
Karuka, from the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 6. Give not that which is holy unto dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine.
Meaning, don't cast your jewels to swine. As bad as we want everybody we know to be in this truth, the Lord don't want everybody. He deals with small numbers. So I need y'all to keep that in mind. Don't cast your jewels to swine. And when you leave out of that house and out of that city, wipe the dust up off your shoes and keep it pushing. Keep prophesying to the wind. Don't worry about them. You understand? And right now, that is my time, y'all. You know, until the next episode, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, coming out of 1 West Hall in New York, 125th Street, under the great Commander General YAHANNA. And since 1969, we've been teaching our brothers, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that they are the children of this Bible. I'm a priest and officer, Yahshua, signing off. Till the next time, Israel. Shalom. Men of Israel, Imagine.